Jeremiah chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Righteous are you, O Lord, when I complain to you. Yet I would plead my case before you. Why does the way of the wicked prosper? Why do all who are treacherous thrive? You plant them, and they take root. They grow and produce fruit. You are near in their mouth and far from their heart. There's an old expression, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. I never really understood this idiom as a child, as my grandmother used it all the time. Yet after I purchased a home in a suburban community, things came to light. No matter how much care and attention I gave to my lawn, it seemed the neighbor's lawn always looked better. That was until one day I walked over to my neighbor's place and looked back at my yard. And from a distance, my yard looked better. What did this metaphor mean? It seems that this speaks to the issues of viewpoints, envy, pursuits, and a host of other things. Here in this passage, we see Jeremiah's complaints. He wanted to know why the ways of the wicked prospered. This is a question that many ask continuously. We see wicked men, the dictators in foreign lands, who live in lavish palaces while their constituents live in abject poverty. We see drug dealers driving $100,000 cars and living in mansions. So we ask the same question. Why do these people, these wicked people, prosper and others, seemingly better people, do not? Yet the question that is likely hits home is this. Why do the unrighteous often prosper while many of God's righteous people do not? And this was Jeremiah's complaint. He looked around and saw others who turned their back on God and worshipped idols, thriving while he struggled. He was the subject of their threats on his life. Moreover, the Lord answered the complaint by telling Jeremiah that it was even going to get worse for him. Listen to the metaphor that the Lord gives him. Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 5. If you have raced with men on foot, and they have wearied you, how will you compete with horses? And if a safe land you are so trusting, what will you do in the thicket of the Jordan? Basically, he's saying there's some harsher times coming, Jeremiah, and what are you going to do then? It's going to be worse. However, here is the problem. It's one of a viewpoint and definition. We must ask ourselves, what is true prosperity? Is prosperity having a mansion, a yacht, or a Lamborghini? Is it having myriads of riches in the bank? Add all these things together and see if they could purchase 1 second in heaven for you, and they never will. Can these grant a person eternal life? No, absolutely not. Could these things keep a person from the eternal fire? No, absolutely not. The truly prosperous person is the one who will prosper with riches in glory for all eternity. So, who is the truly prosperous person? It is the one who is justified by faith alone. We who have trusted in Jesus for eternal life are truly prosperous. And while we may struggle at times in this life, we see those with riches here, and we sometimes envy, but we should not, because we are the prosperous ones. So know that you who believe are on the right side of the fence. It is a matter of our viewpoint. It is better to suffer want in this life than to suffer loss for all eternity.